Hey Flosstube, it's Joan from Made by Mama Joan, and
Kelsey.
and today is Saturday,
July 25th. 26th. We already been over this. I'm already messing it up.
I'm never ready. We did a Flosstube last month.
Yeah, well, yeah, this month.
Was
Earlier this month.
Was it earlier?
Yeah. And the footage got botched.
Well, we've had camera problems.
Yeah, first we lost the camera, then we tried to use the laptop to record it, then I moved.
We did the phone, and her phone, we did one.
We did one with the phone, and that was okay.
And then I thought, well, we'd use my tablet.
That's what it was, yeah.
And then we did use my tablet, and then
the footage got corrupted when I tried to move it to an micro SD.
So that one went down the tube, so God only knows what we talked about.
We can't even remember what it... Life is lifing hard.
Here. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Well, and then besides that, oh gosh, what was I going to say? Oh, after the last Flosstube, I usually put everything away. So it was put away, and now I'm guessing at what I put away.
Yeah.
But this one will be what it is. And we're trying to get one done because by the time you see this, I may be back from a cruise, and they are going on vacation, and so we're trying to get one done.
We got to get it done. We said we were going to do one every month, and we're going to, by God, get it done.
So, since our last Flosstube that you never saw,
lost to the ether,
you're probably getting a benefit because I've gotten a lot of things done that weren't done
in the meantime. Yeah.
Okay.
Starting with.
So I've been working. I'll show this first because this is Heartstring Sampleries for the love of stitching. So I stitched this one a while ago. Shortly, I don't know, after, these are just a little bit of my scissors.
This is like 1/64 of her collection.
Probably is. I might have to do a Flosstube with just my scissors.
That would be fun.
That'll take
we should do that.
And I don't think there's a date on that one either.
Oh,
I don't know. I finished it sometime last year. So I did that one, and then there was 3 other pieces to work on. I had the box, so I thought, well, I got to get the piece done. So I painted the box, and I got it all done, and then I did other things. And now recently I just got back to it, and so I have been, here's another one. I have it ready to go. I just need to finish it. That's going to go around a ball jar, and then I've got a bunch of thimbles in there.
Oh yeah, all those thimbles that you got from Grandma's attic.
Yes. I think we talked about them. And
yes,
I don't think it was on the last video. I think it was
the video before that. Yeah.
Yay. And then there's the pillow for it. And I'm on the downhill slide of Need More Floss. I think I'm almost done with the second to the last color, and then I just have the last color to mostly put in. So this is the pattern.
It is Heartstring Samplery for the love of stitching.
So hopefully, maybe not, I don't know, they'll all be done the next video. Might have to go into September. I did stitch this previous to, and that was in Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine, the 2025 summer issue. That's supposed to be a Biscornu, so I mean it will be. I just haven't decided if I'm going to stitch that design twice. I've stitched it once, they did it twice, so it was on the top and bottom.
Patriotic Biscornu.
Yeah.
Page 85. I just want to get the name.
I don't know if I'm going to. The reason I stitched the darn thing is because in October, my friend Lori and I are going to go to the Beautiful Stitching. They're in, oh gosh, now I'm having a brain cramp.
I'll put the info here.
They're doing a retreat, and Lois from Lady Dot Creates is going to be there, and Jeannie McGowan. I can't think of her designer name right off. Why can't I think of it? I don't know. But anyway, they were going to teach how to finish a Biscornu, and one other thing. Now I can't think of it. Duh. But I thought, a drum. The drum was the other thing. So I thought, well, maybe I'd get one done, because you didn't have to. They're going to teach you some other way, not with a stitch piece, because I asked if you had to have, pre-stitching done, and she said no. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll just drag that and do it, even though I kind of do know how to do a Biscornu.
You've done so many.
Yeah.
I think you know how to do them.
I know, but it's kind of fun to go and see
other techniques.
People always have different ideas, so it's always fun to see what their twist on it is. So anyway, I stitched that really quick. I may stitch another one for the other side. I'm not sure.
And this is designed by Whitley Quimby of Sugar Maple Designs. There you go.
So,
SouthernStitchersCo.com.
That was one of the things I've done since the previous. I also did this. I've had this pulled out forever. This is a With Thy Needle and Thread. It's called Grand Old Flag, I believe. I saw, okay, here's another side note off the bunny trail. I joined Chantelle 141's Patreon. So she does painting, teaches painting. And they do wood products. Kelsey can look that up and put a blurb in. So anyway, I did her Patreon, the 3rd tier, and she just designed, and of course this part doesn't really have anything to do with Patreon because anybody can buy it. She did this piece, a wood piece, I think it's called Parlour. Proper. You'll have to look that up too. And then she put that design on it, and I really like that. So I think I'm going to order the wood piece now that that's done, because I hate ordering the stuff and then I haven't stitched it and it sits here. So I thought, well, I'll stitch it and then I'll order the piece and then I'll paint it. And I also finished, I don't know, we might have been talking about this in the last video.
I think we did
the
talk
one
about.
So this came from, in fact, this is a Chantelle it's a Theresa Kogut / Chantelle piece, because I went to that retreat with my friend in Blue Earth back in, I think it was May. And that has a wood piece. This is the piece that goes on. I should have brought that up here. I didn't do that. It had a drum. It had this piece on a wood piece from Chantelle. It had a little fence and all that. So I finished that. I did get the drum done before that. I think we talked about that in Flosstube previous.
Yeah.
So I got that done. I also did get this done. This is Lottie Da's One Stitch at a Time piece. This was that Facebook group that I always have you put. I'm so bad with. I need to start writing stuff down.
You need to start taking your ginkgo biloba.
Let's talk about ginkgo biloba for a minute, because we were supposed to do this.
Yeah.
Last Saturday.
Moving on.
And she forgot.
Moving on. Is that the one across the sea or whatever?
Yeah,
okay.
The cross the ponds, cross stitchers.
Yeah.
Whatever. She'll put the info.
I will. This is what I need to do. Is I need to have all these things written down from the all the videos, and then we have the notes here. Oh, we talked about this last time. Oh, this is what it's called.
I need to get more organized with writing stuff down, taking notes for Flosstube.
Yes, we talked about that last time too.
I don't do it.
No, you should.
Creative minds don't do that stuff. It's all this organized chaos going around in my head.
Unorganized chaos.
That too. This one, and again, now I'm not sure, well, when did so we probably talked about, I probably had the piece done. The video that went to the trash, I talked about this finished piece, because This did go on a different board, but it wasn't big enough. It just didn't work. I didn't like the way it looked. It wasn't, this piece wasn't big enough for the board.
The Scarlett House Patriotic alphabet.
And so I jujued the frame and painted it up, and, you know, because I'm doing Chantelle 1-for-1's painting things.
Tutorials and techniques.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it looks nice.
And so I tried to do, I frou-froued it up.
You did.
But I like it in that frame. I stitched this in between all the other, the Flosstube that went down the drain.
What's this one called?
That's a Primrose Cottage. I think it's just Sweet
Land of Liberty.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I had it stitched. It was only stitched when we did the Boo Boo one.
Mhm.
Now I
Finished it.
Yes. Then it's the same with that
This
little
too?
flat board one. Yeah. I finished that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because yeah, see, works out just fine.
Yeah, exactly. It's not upside down.
That was out of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. I think it was last year's summer,
Okay.
and it was a Lucy Bean piece. Another, so I guess we're doing kind of like stitching finishes and FFOs, because they're intertwined, because
We join them together. Just go with it.
yeah. So we talked. I finished. I had this one stitched. These are Summerhouse Stitch Works, and it wasn't finished. Now it's finally fully finished, and then these are the other two that go with it. So that's the series of that.
Faith, love, and hope.
So that's done and done. I'm gonna have to think about what it was. I've been trying to put stickers on the back of my pieces so we know what it is. I've had this one stitched since 2024, and then I just finally FFO'd it. I did a handful of FFOs that needed to be framed. This was a thrifted frame, and to make it work I put this piece of
Rickrack.
rickrack on the side because
It's cute. It works out just fine. That
I
one.
wanted to,
Fit the frame without cutting it down.
yes, and so that's how I made it work.
Smart.
There's a couple more pieces of framed pieces down there. Here's a couple more things. Now I just thought of one other one maybe. I'm not sure. I did show these stitched. They weren't FFO'd. These are Heart and Hand. I can't think of I should have brought my book up here. I do write down what I stitched in a book. It's only as good as if I bring it up here. But it is Heart and Hand. This is a Heart and Hand. This one here. I stitched that up really quick because I had it. I think it's called a Thrill.
That's cute.
Yeah. It goes with one of the Around the Towns, I think, or
For some reason, whirly thing popped into my head. You know, those whirly gigs, whatever.
oh,
Yeah.
we'll be talking about them because that's back here.
Oh,
This is this was a Primrose Cottage. I think it was a freebie one. And then I stuck it on a little paddle I bought from Hobby Lobby.
the hoblob.
Yeah.
Cute.
So that's another finish I got done. And then a couple more. Here's the whirligigs you're talking about, or part of them. So I had stitched up this one and this one. See, these I
That works, yeah.
And I bought these little, I don't know what you want to call them, stands, from Hobby Lobby, and I did this with these two, and then I thought, I'm going to stitch the other two seasons. So I've had them ready to go for a while, and I stitched them, and they're all done.
Yay!
So I'm happy about that. So that was another part. That was a stitching finish and an FFO. Then on the FFO front, this little story. So that's a Blackbird Designs. I'm not sure of the name of it. I know I have the chart somewhere. I was going to stitch it. And then a friend of mine was at the thrift store, and she found just the stitched piece. So, and then Chaz brought me that frame. She's like, here, use a frame. Maybe you can use it for something. And I thought, well, it works.
She
So
found just this.
just the stitched piece. It was already stitched.
Wow.
So I thought, well, I'll just frame it so we're saving the stitches.
Saving the stitches. I love it.
I did that. Here's another piece I think I stitched. Does it say?
Yes.
Yes, it does. I stitched it in 2024. And in September, actually. Or I finished it in October. And that was sitting around. And again, because it was too long, I put a little lace in there.
Cute. This is the Scarlett House Samplers. Oh, it doesn't have the name.
It's the Scarlett House. It's called Samplers.
Oh, Samplers. Okay, that's what it is.
So that's
Cute.
another FFO I did. I was on a framing FFO extravaganza.
I guess so.
Then this is Blackbird Designs Humming of the Bees. I started this, not this year for my birthday, but last year. And I was going pretty good on it. And I did finish it last year.
You did. August of last year.
But my birthday's in March. But it got done.
Cute.
So that was a birthday stitch. Actually, Jill Farrell,
Shout out to Jill.
she says, why don't we start that for your birthday? So we did. And I did get it done. And then one other, this was stitched up. That's Plum Street Samplers. I want to say it's Tomato House.
I'll put it up here, yeah.
Yeah, she can
Cute.
add it. So I had it stitched, I think the last time we talked, and then I finished it because I told you I was on a finishing spree. So then other things that I have done, I don't think we showed, I don't know, did we show this on, who knows? Oh, if
You get to see it again if we did. I don't recall. We may have.
So,
Anyway.
this is a wool piece from One Winged Wool. And she usually only does like pop-up shops at quilt shows and things
Of that nature.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But she's about 20 miles from here in St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin. And she opened up a shop, a brick and mortar, but she's only open like one weekend out of the month because she really has a real full-time job. Plus she's got a bunch of road trips that she's doing. But this was a kit. And I just thought it was cute because it's, you know, tomato pin cushions.
And it fits perfectly on here. Well,
Yeah.
that's what it's designed for.
Yeah, it was designed for that
Okay.
back. So there's
Cute.
that. And then the other thing I got from her is this cool tomato. I don't think so anyway, that little bad boy is stuffed with crushed walnut shells. But that's a wool design of hers. She has some really cute things. I bought a couple other things that I need to.
Cute.
I don't know, do we want to do a little talking about antique?
Oh yeah, did we show this at the last one? I don't know.
We showed it at the last one. Oh,
The one, maybe the one before that. I don't
the
know.
antique, that I think I bought that when I bought the quilt. We need to bring the quilt up. We had to move
Oh yeah, the quilt.
locations and last minute and
Yeah, if you couldn't tell, we're in the quilting room now because we've got little May here today, and she
I'm
tends to be a little loud.
So I think maybe this is probably going to be really short because I'm unprepared because we're in a different location.
You don't have all your accoutrements
I
around
don't. And I couldn't remember what I talked about for classic cross stitch.
you. Nope.
And I didn't have time really to pull that all together because I should have had time. But this month has been just,
Chaotic.
yeah. And even though I probably wouldn't have been ready last week either, even though she forgot last week.
Ginkgo biloba.
So I'm going to, and one other thing I was going to talk about was, because I'm going to finish up that Heartstring Samplery piece. And then, you know, for the 250th, 4th of July independence.
Yeah, 250 years since
Yes, the signing of the Declaration
of Independence.
Yes. So
Independence Day.
Here's really a sad. So people are doing, stitch-alongs for the year, or something to denote that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Lila's Studio, Let Freedom Ring. And what's really sad about this, I'm pretty far along, considering.
Yeah.
I started this like in 2017.
Wow.
But I thought, oh, that might be a good one to try to finish off by 4th of July.
4th of July, this coming, because that'll be.
So this
because the Marine Corps is celebrating 250 years this year, because they became a thing in 1775. So there you go.
I'm going to try to work on this.
You can do it!
Yeah. First of all, I got to get all my Christmas stockings done.
That is a big piece.
It is a big piece.
Which Christmas stockings are you doing?
Well, all the ornament
Oh.
All the ornament ones for I think I have 11 done. I think I have 7 or 8 more to go. I know. I can get them done in a day, though, if I just stick to it.
Mm-hmm.
But my life's been a little crappy. Plus, I've been on jury duty, which I've only gone twice. I haven't served on a jury. But it's you have to call in and see if you're gotta, come in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a real pain in the hinder. That's done by the end of the month. So,
knock on wood.
Thanks, yeah. And hopefully when I call in on Monday, they'll just say, okay, you're dismissed for the rest of the month, because there's only 3 more days after Monday, and I wouldn't think they'd start. I don't know. I don't know enough about jury duty. So I guess no Quilter's Corner today, no antiquing talk today. What's the other thing we do? Oh, classic cross stitches. Okay, classic cross stitches. Well, I can tell you one. I did bring up one.
Oh.
That's drawn thread. I did that a long time ago.
2001.
Yeah, look at that. What, 24 years ago?
Yeah.
No, right?
Yeah.
23. 25.
24.
24. Can't do
Math is hard.
Math is not my.
When I was in the military, we'd always make fun of people. We had these certain books that we had to do. They were called MCTs or something. Anyway, one of them was called Math for Marines. And so whenever anybody had trouble with math, they'd be like, oh, Math for Marines!
And math
Get your crayons out!
Yes, for those of you that don't know, Kelsey served 5 years in the Marine Corps.
I did.
And 3 of them were, wasn't it almost 3?
It was 3 in Okinawa, yes.
Yeah, so, and she came home. Had a bunch of babies.
And I had a bunch of babies, that's right. That's what I wanted to do.
So, and
I did go to college too, though.
And she did go to college too. Did you finish before Charlie was born?
Yep. I was pregnant when I graduated.
Oh, so see, she did all that, and then she had a baby.
Yep. And now, this coming school year, all of my babies and my surrogate baby, Chastity's kid, because I've been doing daycare for her during the day. Malin, yeah, she's going to kindergarten this year.
So everybody's in school full time.
So I am truly going to be dancing on the tables. She couldn't dance all the time this last year. I couldn't. Even though all my kids were in school, I still had Maymay. And I'm happy to help out Chaz, Yeah,
it's fun. Well, Malin is fun.
I'm already making plans. I was thinking about doing what you did and taking a ceramics class.
Oh, really? I did that. The year Tristan went to kindergarten, he got on the bus, and my friend in the neighborhood and I were right behind the bus waving.
See ya! And then you got in the car and went to...
We drove off and went to a ceramics class. So yeah, we'll see, going back to my little... Maybe I'll get that done for the 250th anniversary. That's what I'm hoping for.
I think you can do it, for sure.
I could if I don't decide I want to do other things.
You have a year, though. You can block out, certain... A day of the week where that's where you work on.
Right.
Like every Tuesday, I'm going to sit down and do a little work on it.
I might have to rethink my ornament stitching for everybody because
What? How you block out time for that, or how?
like not doing it.
Oh, not doing it anymore.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fair to everybody, but or I got to get smaller ornaments.
I want you to keep doing it because I was just thinking to myself. I bought ornament storage cases for each one of the kids.
Oh.
And when they get older, I'm going to put all of their ornaments from NAMI in there.
And then they can
take it to
have
their
them
house.
on.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll have to. Yeah, well,
add it to the list of things to do.
When you're doing 17 of them, because I do them for then each kid and then Jamie and Grant.
Yes.
It gets to be a lot
bonus daughter.
Yeah.
And son.
Yeah. So then it gets to be a lot of stitching. But I was really doing good because I would stitch them on Sundays. And if I could get one done, so really, if I only spend like 7 more Sundays,
you could be done.
I could be done.
Or, choosing projects that are really, really small, like the...
Yeah. I'll see. I mean, they're not usually huge anyway. It just depends on how much stitching is involved.
Yeah, and how many colors, changing out the needle.
Right. So, and then the other thing now, this is added to... This is our retreat week coming up, and I'm going to be gone for a majority of it. So I'm just going for tomorrow, which wasn't a Sunday. We were going to start on Monday, but we're going on Sunday. We're going to go have lunch and stitch the rest of Sunday, and then I'm going, I think, to stay overnight and then stitch on Monday, and then I'll come home, and then I have all day Tuesday to get ready to make sure I'm all ready. I'm trying to do that today. Get everything in order.
And Tuesday, I'm going with all the kids, including Malin, to go visit all the gals at the retreat.
So good on them, batten down the hatches.
That's right.
Okay, enough of all that. I think hopefully Kels can edit this correctly because...
Let's pray to God this works this time.
And she's going to take this, because I bought it, that was something else. I'm going back and forth. With our recording, I did in the interim buy a new camera, but Kelsey hasn't really looked it over, and I don't care.
We're learning as we're going. And you know what? My best work is done by the seat of my pants, usually.
Packing is usually, and stuff I do is last minute too is usually good, but it's driving me kind of to drink. And I don't drink.
Exactly.
So. Okay, so whenever you see this, have a good rest of that week. Because that's where I was going with this originally. It's like, well, how am I going to end this? Have a good weekend? I don't know if it's going to be out on a weekend.
Yeah. So. Have a good week, weekend, day, night, wherever you're at.
Have a good time until we see you next time.
Yes.
How's that?
Yes.
And I've posted a few things lately on Instagram.
Good job.
And then I fell off the turnip truck again.
Bad job.
And I don't know what'll happen while I'm on my trip, so we'll see. Okay, we will see you then in August, and keep stitching.
Stitch on.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.